Okay, I just realized I got sidetracked by the Ghost Girl quest and forgot to talk to the people over here. Everyone's been talking about the Tharbad Film Festival. Just the kind of thing my jerk of an ex would be into. Always called movies films, the pretentious asshole. I'm almost glad he dumped me. Just thinking about him makes me so angry. I'm gonna go take a nice jog to clear my head. I don't care if it's the middle of the night. Once this rain lets up, I'm running till my vision goes white. Okay. I'm just thankful that Sunday school children and Bleach's brother are happy and healthy. What am I saying? Of course they should be. Children being happy and healthy is the bare minimum. Even if I can't directly impact their health and happiness, I can still hope they'll be able to lead great lives of their own. Okay, upstairs. I heard there will be a film festival underway in Tharbad next week. Tharbad, bordering with the Central East, has deeply influenced its culture, even when it's still part of the Republic. It may be in the middle of the desert, but luxurious hotels and other amenities are never lacking. It's developed widely in the past years. I'm curious to see the continued impact the film industry has had in the Republic. Yeah, I hope it's better than what's happened in the U.S. Nothing beats having your own sweet ride, even if the ride isn't so sweet. Or my driving skills, for that matter. I haven't scored a single win. Nope, I'm not letting the negativity get to me. That's lame, man. All I gotta do is get back behind the wheel and practice today. I'm taking my new ride to the limit. Let me show you what this baby can do, Graham. It's a nice ride, Downey, but be careful when it's raining. Better to have a good time on the road than hydroplane off it, yeah? Taking my new ride to the limit. Still says the hydroplane thing. So if you don't know, that's basically just gliding over the water and into whatever it is in the direction you were heading towards. Here you go, cup of your favorite coffee. And how you feeling? Need a shoulder rub? Back massage? You just gotta ask. Yeah, there ain't the Juniper I know, or there's something you're after. Now spill. Nope, I'm not after anything. At all. I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate you. Is it bad that I want to repay the kindness you've shown me? No, but it's bad to get all up in my personal space like that. Shoo. Family, alright. Barking at each other all the time, but at least they still get along.
Here's a request from one of our listeners.
Would be plenty swell if Juniper learned how to back off a little. That girl's a thorn in my side.
What'll it be? Come again.
For a second there, I was wondering if that was Misty and Abin time, but probably not. So yeah, with that, I believe we have spoken to everyone. The morning of the second day of the 5-day weekend, Van contacted Anita to confirm that they would be accepting her request. Their goal was to be in Tharbad in time for morning the next day, which would require setting off the night before. As such, they all had to rush to get ready for 4 days and 3 nights away from the office. Checking in with his parole officer, I assume? Is that Laura or someone else? October 4th, 6:30 p.m. By the way, by Laura, I'm not referring to the swordsman from Cold Steel, but the hair tie recipient from the previous video. Kind of ironic they share a name, I guess, but I'm just throwing that out there since you do have feet running around. People might think of the swordswoman first. I'm jealous. I want to go to the film festy too. You get to meet famous people, right? We're not going for fun, you know. This is real work hours here. It is quite exciting, though. You never know. We really might meet lots of famous people. You're right. We'll be meeting Nina for sure, and she had a really unique aura, I guess. Tharbad's a good 8 hours by car, isn't it? That's quite a drive. Make sure you have plenty to eat while you can. Thank you, Paulette. Then time for a drink to liven up. You absolute dumbass. Don't tell me you forget why you renewed your license already. You people couldn't stay serious if your lives depended on it, could you? I don't know what job you've taken on that's taking you to Tharbad, but please do take care. Alright, can't say I ain't nervous, but you try taking the wheel till we are out of Edith. Let's see you put those driving chops you showed riding Red Stars around Longport into practice. Mewenti? I don't know what that means. I got this. Ingert, Red Star, it's all the same when you're behind the wheel. I can drive this baby way more smoothly than a shaky-handed codger like you. This is gonna be your first and only warning, kid. You end up scratching her, or veering us into a ticket, and you're gonna be in the trunk the rest of the way. Sweets really aren't the only thing you're picky about, huh? Like cars and saunas, the essentials of life. Still, it sounds like as long as you drive safely, everything will be fine? Why does someone have to call now? Wait a sec. I'd rather not take this in front of them, but I guess I ain't got a choice.
Hello, Mr. Arkwright. I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. Oh.
Huh? Damn, didn't think it'd be from a chick. A weirdly dressed one, too.
I see that I did. I'm very sorry. I didn't know you were with your employees.
It's cool. But sorry, if you had something else you wanted to run through with me, this ain't a good time. We're gonna be out of town for a while. Can I wait till I get back?
Oh, I see.
Should have given you a call myself, to be honest, but this was a real last-minute thing.
Not at all. What I wanted to discuss is hardly urgent. I simply noticed a number of irregularities in the last set of data you sent me. And as your service provider, I cannot help but be concerned. I am deeply worried on a personal level, too, considering I am charged with your care.
I mean, I'm grateful, but... Anyway, we'll only be away for a few days. I'll call you once things settle down afterwards. See ya.
Oh, please wait!
Why are you all looking at me like that? She doesn't work at some sleazy shop or whatever, okay? You sure about that? Sounded like she was talking to her favorite customer from where I'm standing. And what the hell gave you that impression? I don't know what the sleazy shop stuff is about, but she was super pretty. Her outfit was really cute, too. It looked like a maid outfit, which, yes, did make me wonder what service she provides while being charged with your care. Let's just get going, okay? Never thought Aaron would be such a great driver. His smooth driving skills are off the charts. He's really giving Van a run for his money. See, told you I kick ass behind the wheel. Only thing I... One second. Only thing I hate more than a smug little shit is a smug little shit with talent. I'll admit, this isn't a bad ride. I can see why you're always raving about her. She's smooth, customizable, and comfy. You can also make sharp turns without a hitch. I've always been a Red Star kind of guy, but I'm coming around to Ingert. I'll make a convert out of you yet. Of the 4 main brands, they're the best of the I think I'll take her for a spin from time to time. If I pretend she's mine, every girl in town will want a piece of me. Burn in hell. Anyway, I'll let you stay on the wheel for a while. If you and I keep taking turns, we'll be at Tharbad by sunrise. Then we can meet up with Nina. Curious to find out what we signed up for. Me too, it must involve the Genesees somehow, but that's all we know for sure. It's times like these when I wish I could glean more insight from them when they're glowing. Don't go beating yourself up. I've been wondering, though, how does the glowing thing even work? Goddess only knows. Those things might not be indecipherable enigmas like artifacts, where we still know next to nothing about them. Maybe there's a pattern for when they light up? Don't they go off when Almana's pulling shit? Could they be in Tharbad? I had my contacts look into that, but they haven't found a trace of them there. Still, they could have been the ones who sent those threat letters out. Fingers crossed that isn't the case. I'll bet it isn't. The approach is too soft and roundabout for them. Not to mention they don't have anything to gain by obstructing the festival. At least not the one in Tharbad. Maybe they had reason to stop the one in Messeldom since they're headquartered there. Nah, last I heard they moved out of Messeldom a long time ago. The people responsible for stopping the last festival were a bunch of racial terrorists. They threatened and started a fire. The whole thing was cancelled as a precaution. What? For real? And here I thought those racist bastards were a dying breed. I'd love to wipe the floor with those shit stains. That's just a mostly fiery but mostly peaceful protest, right? Say, Van, you really do trust Dingo, don't you? Even if this job is bigger than what we normally do, you heard Nina out because of his recommendation. We go way back is all. I've known him since I was first starting out as a fixer. It's a give-and-take kind of relationship. He gives me jobs, and I feed him info I pick up. Speaking of info, he knows Jack too, right? You guys are in cahoots with a lot of colorful characters, huh? There's Bermati, too. Dingo's definitely the most abstained one of them, that's for sure. Doesn't get too friendly with you, but if you give him a job, he'll always get it done. Pretty easy guy to trust, if you ask me. Seems really well connected, too. He even knows Nina. Wasn't it him who arranged for our 4 SPGs in Tharbad, too? He's half Central Eastern, so maybe that's why he's got so many acquaintances out there. And he's got that rep as the journalist who turned down a Pulitzer. Really? But the Pulitzer Prize is the highest honor a reporter can receive. How the hell did a small-time dude at a gossip mag get in the running for that? Who knows? I'm sure there's a reason. He's going to be in Tharbad starting on the second day. We're there to cover the festival. So we ought to be able to count on him to round up some leads for us. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn so loud. It's okay to go to sleep if you want to get some shut-eye, you know. The seat's all reclined, so you should be able to get comfy. Just make sure your seatbelt's nice and tight first. None of us would mind if you got some rest too, by the way. We've passed a number of pit stops already. Don't worry about me. I'm used to long drives like these. If I really need it that bad, I'll just let this little punk take over. Works for me. I'm still young, so I can actually do all-nighters. Oh, I've been meaning to ask. Do people really not drink camel's milk in the Republic? Was it the story about the Melfita that made you want to ask? Well, that's right, you don't see camels much outside of the Central East. Did you used to drink it back home or something? Nope, our village is at the base of a mountain, so we don't keep any camels back home either. I just had some during a few of our trips. It tasted so good, though. It's much thicker than cow and sheep's milk. Wonder if it's like kumis. That's good stuff. I don't know if that's kumis, kumis, and I don't even know what that is. Like, if I ever have questions about food stuff, I usually ask Blue. You make me want to try it now. Camel's milk is supposed to be really valuable since they don't produce much of it. Never tried any myself, but it's supposed to be a good alternative for people who are allergic to cow's milk. It's much higher in protein, vitamins, and iron, while it's at the same time much lower in fat content. They also say it's tough to bake with, though, so kind of surprised that someone would try making chocolate with it. You are an encyclopedia for the weirdest shit. You guys hauled your asses over in Longport because Sal Bryden was sweets too, right? We are so screwed if Almada learns his weak point. You make a good point. I guess we'll have to learn how to make even nicer confections to keep him loyal to us. I can't always be bought, you know. Changing topics, Nina seems like such a lovely person on top of her already being a talented actress, doesn't she? She's only 2 years older than me, but she's so composed and level-headed. Yeah, she stood her ground even when those monsters all showed up. She's not a warrior, but she did have this noble kind of aura to her. Yeah, quite a woman. Not much like your average Easterner, either. I don't think she's from Longport, is she? No, but it's not like every Easterner in this part of the world comes from Longport. We've got Longline, Eastern Calvert, and a place like the Eastern Quarter over in Crossbell out west, to name 2 big hubs. And she's deliberately gone out of her way to present herself as more white, too. Not judging to make it clear, that's her call to make. I'm confused, I feel like I'm missing something. It's a bit of a Calvert problem, a delicate one. So, just to chime in here if you don't actually know this, there's like melanin inhibitors and other things you can take to lighten your skin color. So even someone with a darker complexion can lighten their skin. And it's not actually that difficult to do either. It's not a really hard to obtain drug, at least currently. And yeah, I'll spare you even more details than that. After the revolution 100 years ago, discrimination on the basis of identity, race, and culture were all abolished. Our Constitution makes it possible for us to all live in harmony with one another. And to a certain extent we do, at least on the surface. Oh, do you mean all the racial terrorism that's been happening? Prejudice runs real deep in Calvert. There isn't much over in Longport, but up north, oh boy. You got white supremacists stuck in Calvert's past who raise some hell with Easterners and Central Easterners sometimes too. Things came to a head when Crossbell tried declaring its independence and during the economic crises that followed, but it's calmed down since. Though it's only because Calvert's been basking in the prosperity of the Empire's reparations. It isn't as if racism itself has disappeared. It's too bad that's not the case. Of course, Hayway has never taken it lying down. They hit back hard. So there's that too. It's not all one-sided. That's a pretty mature take for you. Oh, shut up. I just hate stereotypes, that's all. I agree with you there. We're all individuals. It's just a shame that a lot of people in this world can't see others that way. Central Easterners have a lot of Miros, that adds to the friction too. They've contributed a good amount to Calvert's development in technology and academics. Their investments are a large reason why Vern and the Basel Institute of Science have become as big as they are. Or is it Basel? I keep forgetting. I think it's Basel Institute of Science. And it's not just financial investments. It's well known that one of my great-grandfather's 3 disciples has a Central Eastern background. Professor Hamilton, if you know her name. Oh, I've heard of her before. Still, it's sad to think that there are those out there who hate any contribution made just because of the people who made it. Guess I've still got a lot to learn about this country, huh? Fairy? The younger crowd doesn't really dwell as much on where people come from, though. Which is kind of true for the modern era in real life, too. I say keep it that way as you grow. Us oldies will be watching over you with pride as we sip our tea. Van, you're not much older than us, you know. Don't throw out your back just yet, Gramps. It's the job of your generation to pave the road ahead so we can have a smoother ride. You pave your own damn road, and calling me an old fart is bad enough. Okay, they're asleep. Let's draw mustaches on them. Man, they're a tough bunch, but they all look their age when they're asleep. Hard to believe he used to be like this, too.
These are some troubled times. And I know you've all got a lot more to worry about than you'd ever let on. But I hope you'll never lose sight of how to live your life your own way. So you don't go off the rails, like I did.
Hey, finally awake, huh? Morning, Van. Last night, did you, Oh, we're in the Shearing Desert? I read about it in one of my textbooks. You know, I kinda dig it. We just entered the desert proper. We'll get to Tharbad in about an hour. In the meantime, I'm bushed. You take over, number 3. Sweet Adios, how the hell can he just pass out right there like it's nothing? It's like he's still in puberty or something. Hey, rest is important. Conking out on demand is a good skill to have. He really did drive a lot, no wonder he's so tired. There's sure a lot of cars on the road. Must be traveling to the film festival. Now that the old man's sawing logs, nothing stopped me from putting the pedal to the metal and seeing how fast this sucker can go. How about no? Let's just get to Tharbad in one piece, please. Let's see, according to this map, yep, like Van said, we're about an hour away.
Hey, there it is!
So I kind of want to make a joke that he has an atlas, that people wouldn't know what that is because of GPS nowadays, but I don't think people would get it.
That's the city, huh? Bigger than I imagined.
A city overlooking an oasis, perched right between tradition and modernity. That must be Tharbad, all right.
October 5th, 8:02 a.m. Tharbad, City of Pleasure. Wow, a waterfall in the middle of town? Pretty wild, right? Apparently the water's pumped in straight from the oasis. Looks like a lot of tourists running around here. Anyway, where am I parking this bad boy? Take a right and pull into the big parking lot. Got us a spot booked there. Will do. Here at last. Van, are you gonna be alright? You only slept for an hour. Oh man, I'm just used to it at this point. You can sure tell we're in the desert, though. Barely morning, it's already hotter than Gehenna. Welcome to my world, Van. It's only gonna get hotter throughout the day, too, and then nighttime hits and the temperature crashes like a bus. We're meeting our client at noon, yeah? Let's say we cool off at the casino. Yeah, in your dreams, kid. We need to check into the inn first. Once we drop off our luggage, it'll be time for us to limber up. The place we're staying at is in the cultural district, right? Yeah, if memory serves, it should be. We want to go that way, then. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get to it. So I was wondering if they'd say anything. Welcome to Tharbad. I'll be sure to look after your truck while it's parked here. We have a train station, but ever since cars got popular in the Central East, a good number of visitors chose to come by those. As a result, there are more parking lots around here than even just a couple of years ago. But more cars means more work. Oh well, we coordinate with the local police, so you can all rest assured that your truck is in safe hands here. Oops.
That big-ass building must be the place.
It's called the Al Jumeirah Hotel. And yes, we'll be meeting there later. I can't wait to see it up close.
Well, you'll have to wait a little longer. Let's keep moving.
Wow, there's not that much going on over here yet. It's been a long time since I've been in Tharbad. The business is clearly booming out here these days. Normally I do business over in El'Sheim this time of year, but I heard there's going to be a film festival. I couldn't not come. Who wants some kebabs, huh? Don't be shy. What's a good festival without some even better eats to go with it? That's what I say.
Looking to buy something?
And then we used the orange juice, I think, just a little while ago, while we were doing the mission for the ghost girl.
Not this way.
Okay. Hey, check it out. A horse designed by committee.
Eastern culture is so fascinating.
Hell yeah, I like this place already. All this hustle and bustle's my kind of scene. Tharbad's famous for its bazaar. Last time I came here, I remember there being traditional music and dancing and stuff. Sounds fun. I'd love to see some of that. I recognize those things. Don't you smoke stuff out of them? That's a hookah. That's right, I've read about them before. They're hookahs, traditional devices that come from the Central East. Those were big when I was in college. Right, can't say I'm into smoking, but all this talk about vices has me keen on trying some of the booze around here now. Save the sightseeing for later, folks. We got an inn we need to check into first. Should we just pass that sign over there? Oh, hey.
Come on, Sarah. We've got to get going.
Okay, right behind you.
Fairy, it's so good to see you. How have you been? I'm doing great. Nice to see you too, Miss Hala. I see. This must be where... Yeah, this is where me and the rest of the Kruga stayed before. It's neat to see it again. Fate has a way of bringing people together like that. Anyway, welcome to Tharbad, everyone. 2 rooms, right? I'll show you where you'll be staying. Follow me. Glad to hear it. After you. I see. So you're living and staying in Edith these days, are you? I'm impressed. You've grown so much in just a year. It's no big deal, really. Still have a lot to learn. I always have to ask Agnes to explain stuff to me. I feel so bad for her. Please, that's fine. I enjoy teaching her things. Our fairy is a quick study. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Can't wait to see what the future holds for her. So you're her boss, right? Make sure you do your job too and look after her well. Got it? Well, somebody thinks pretty highly of you. Yeah, she's always been really nice to me. This'll make for a pretty solid crash pad. Rooms are clean, food seems decent. Guess it's time to get to work now. That it is. Dingo says he's done getting us some 4 SPGs ready too. Let's take our time resolving whichever ones catch our eye, and then head to the Aljamir Hotel in the Entertainment District by noon. Sounds good to me. Great, then off to work we go.
So, where's the nearest bulletin board?
I think there's one in the bazaar.
See, I have to admit, the room is not what I thought. Since they gave us two, I figured we put Anya's ferry in one, Van takes the other, and we put Aaron in the truck. But since we're not cruel, we'll at least crack a window for him, you know? Coming to this inn always relaxes me. The proprietress and I are pretty friendly, so she understands what I always like and need. Plus, it's easy to park your camels outside. Stuff like that is what makes old inns a godsend to traders like me. Once I give Hala my gift from home I brought with me, it'll be time to start talking business. Hey, I remember you. You were with those Jaegers that stayed with us last year, weren't you? Looks like you've been doing well. If I remember, you really enjoyed our kofta, didn't you? I'll be sure to get some for you while you're here. Oh, thanks, Khosrow. Can't believe you remember what I like to eat. You really are as good as your mom says. Everybody in my clan was saying you're going to be an amazing owner once you take over. It's no big deal. Your clan is just one of the more distinct guests we've had, so your preference came back to me pretty easily. Trust me, I've got a long way to go before I'll be ready to run the inn. Though that hasn't stopped my mother from trying to jump the gun and get things moving. Things? What kind of things? It's nothing. You don't need to worry about it. She'll forget about it and move on soon enough, I hope. Yep, time to tie the knot on that noose, you know? What a surprise this is. I didn't expect to see you again without the rest of your clan, Fairy. I remember the last time you stayed here and you said you wanted to get out and see more of the world. Have you gotten to do that? Yeah, Van's taught me so much. The only problem is, the more I learn, the more I realize just how big Zemuria is. Makes me want to see even more of what's out there. Sounds like a good problem to me. Now that you're on this new path, it's only natural to keep wanting to learn more and more. And if I had to guess, the real adventure has only just begun for you. There's a lot more for you to discover out there. If you have time, either tonight or later, I'd love to hear all about what you've seen so far. Sound good? Okay, I can't wait to talk about it with all you. About it all with you, Miss Hala.
Looking is always free, you know.
For now. And then we've done the coffee already.
Come back for more anytime.
We don't get CP back from resting anymore. You have to use the bathhouse for that, so... I assume the NPC count is going to go way up once the thing kicks off. Welcome. Have you thought about treating yourself to a hookah? A nice long hookah session is a traditional pastime in the Central East. Not only do they smell nice, but they're a wonderful cooling sensation. They have a wonderful cooling sensation when smoked. Definitely a must in a place that gets as hot as Tharbad. Lately, these portable orbital-powered hookahs have been all the rage in Tharbad. I'll say though, I can't say I'm a big fan. They've got no class. In my book, nothing beats a good old traditional hookah.
Need some spices,
Place has got a
perhaps?
totally different vibe from Longport. I like it.
Yeah, you can learn a lot about a region by walking around a big city like this.
Good to know. I'll have to remember that.
So...
Now, what should I get for this week's groceries? Might be a good idea to be a bit sparing on the budget. People think everyone in Tharbad and Elsaim are rich, but as you can see, most of us are a lot more humble. Not that we're blessed here in many ways. Not that we're not blessed. Circumstances can definitely vary depending on where you go in the Central East. The region has its conflicts. It sounds really tragic just how much Kadas has fallen in the wake of its development and all that. I'm guessing how that one's pronounced. Got an appetite for some Central Eastern fruits or spices by any chance? You won't find my goods anywhere else in Calvard. Western nobles have loved our spices for generations. That's the reason trade first took off between our cultures. You should really give them a try. Once you do, you'll wonder how you ever lived without them.
Hello.
Thanks for shopping.
As hot as this place gets, it's still really nice. I like it. In fact, the heat makes me feel like I'm visiting a whole other planet. I used to not wander far when I left home, but after visiting Krail and Remiferia, I now really get a kick out of traveling as far as I can. Oh yeah, I remember hearing that the sand at Michelin Beach was shipped in from the Central East. Maybe if my plans work out, I'll go visit there sometime next month and soak up some more sun.
You won't find this just any...
Well, well, well. Can't say I see groups of tourists that look like you all very often, calling me intrigued. The little lady there must be Central Eastern too, right? But judging from her apparel, from the mountains, am I right? Which means none of you probably have much experience eating camel. If you ask me, I think you should change that. Why not have some of my camel meat? Nobody comes away unsatisfied, and I mean nobody. I literally have heard nothing about eating camel.
See ya!
Oh, come and see if you...
Hello there, interested in some Central Eastern antiques? Everybody in these parts really values history, which is good when you trade in artifacts like I do. For as much as the entertainment district has changed, the cultural district is still humming along, same as ever. Business is good. The fact this part of town still looks the way it does is all thanks to how much people around here cherish history. It's wonderful.
Why, hello.
I don't know who I'm going to put that on yet, or if that's actually like something you can trade in later. Yeah, I'll pass. Okay, there's actually quite a bit on this side. I'm glad my son's making friends with one of the local kids. Ever since I was sent out here to work, I've been looking for an opportunity to bring my family to Tharbad, too. I only plan to take him to the film festival and go sightseeing. It's a perfect stroke of luck that he's found a friend, too. Seeing as the film festival is being held, too, I decided to take my husband up on his idea and come with our son on his business trip. I figured it'd be nice, but I never anticipated that our son would hit it off with one of the local children. What a wonderful surprise. I want him to grow up to be wise and broad-minded, so I'm glad he's getting exposed to other cultures while he's still young. And then, once the djinn appears from the lamp, it repeats the first word and leaves. Wow, that's awesome. Central Eastern fairy tales are so neat and cool. I know, right? My grandma and the people from the temple tell me stories with different morals all the time. Do people like to tell any neat, weird stories where you're from? I'd love to hear them. Sure, I can tell you about them. But after that, I want to hear more about your fairy tales, okay? Okay, then why don't we visit the temple? Mother Jamila, I guess how that's supposed to be pronounced, knows a lot about stuff like that. I'm sure she'll be able to tell you lots.
It's hotter than Gehenna.
What should I do? We can't ignore this problem any longer. It's getting out of hand. I wonder whose problem is. He keeps mumbling on about something. Beats me. It could be someone who needs our help. Why don't we see if there are any bulletin boards around here? Maybe he posted something already. So out of curiosity... Oh, we can't leave. I think something must be missing in my practice routine. I don't know if it's enough to catch up to those two. You've seen them, right? The pair of sisters that dance over in front of the oasis? They're so good, I really look up to them. It's my goal to be just like them one day. Okay, the furry parrot has arrived. You may hear her now. You must be the people that are from Arkwright Solutions. I've heard about... 1 second, mind for her to move. You must be the people from Arkwright Solutions. I've heard all about your exploits in Edith and Longport from Alvis. He always grumbles about you guys whenever you come up. What the heck do you guys do to give him a fuse like that? You'll have to ask him. You're a friend of Alvis, though, huh? Guess I can see it. You two look about the same age. We're actually a year apart, but we came up in the guild around the same time, yeah. We worked together a fair bit when we were junior bracers. I was the first one to get promoted up to C rank between us, but I think I might not stay ahead much longer. Says he's on the verge of hitting B rank. I'm going to have to hustle if I don't want him to beat me. Sounds like you guys have got yourselves a nice little rivalry. I know what that's like. I've got some folks like that over in my theater. I wouldn't say it's anything like that serious, just a little friendly competition, I guess. I have done my fair share of training while traveling all over the place, so I want to make the most of my time while I'm out here. Plus, the city has its problems right now. As a bracer, I can't just ignore them. I have to do something to help. Good on you, man. For someone who looks pretty laid back on the outside, you actually sound pretty passionate about your job. Respect. I think we're going to get along just fine. You don't sound like the type of guy who will give us trouble like Alvis. It's fair to say Tharbad acts as a bridge between the Principality of Elsyme and Calvard. You can see that in the film festival. The Elsyme royal family has such high expectations for it, they've directly invested in it. As both the proud master of Elsyme's royal sword fighting style and a bracer in general, it's a genuine honor to watch over this region. You know royal sword fighting? Wait, I know you. You're really famous in Central East for being the strongest Semshir fighter. Wow. Guess that means you've got quite the reputation back home, huh? You were born in Elsheim, right? Sounds like you have close ties to this branch of the guild, though. I do. At first I worked in Ludos, Elsheim's capital. The Calvert branch was kind enough to extend an invitation, and now here I am. I miss home to be sure, but I couldn't pass up this opportunity. It's a huge privilege being stationed in such an important city. It allows me to be of use to both Calvert and Elsheim. I like to believe that it was Arusha's will that brought me here. I don't actually know if it's like Shamshir or how that sword style is pronounced. I'm just guessing. Okay, I wasn't sure if that dot was above or below. Oh, are you guys from Arkwright Solutions? The ones those 4 SPGs are supposed to be for? I've been hearing a lot of talk about you guys since you came into town. You have, huh? Guess word travels pretty fast in these parts. It does, although the main branch told me about you all as well, so I'm a little familiar with you already. Including what you guys got up to over in Longport. Apparently you're even more capable than expected. Well, would you look at that? Sounds like the guild's giving us some props. About time, if you ask me. Yeah, but that also means we now got a reputation to maintain with these people, especially in light of what's going on. Not that we mind taking a load off the guild, ain't the first time, but don't expect us to take everything. We still reserve the right to decide. I understand, we appreciate you being so upfront about it. Don't worry, we'll be careful in what we choose to pass on to you. We simply appreciate your ability to handle some of our load and delegate responsibilities among yourselves as needed. As you can imagine, we have more on our plate than simply providing security for the festival and sorting out any tourist problems. Sounds like the guild could be investigating something on their end too. All the more reason to help them out then. Not only will they owe us a favor or two, we might be able to get some intel out of them.
Right.
Oh, don't be like that, Abdullah. It's nice to see young people going out and enjoying new things. Brings a smile to my face. Not to mention if we cling to our ways too much, we as a people have trouble getting along with those out west. Though those orbled up hookahs can go get buried in a dune, that I'll grant. Young people, I swear, they're all in a tizzy over this Forsaken Film Festival. Doesn't anyone know self-restraint these days? It's not just the film festival that's wrong, so's that fountain in the entertainment district. Back in my day, we treasured water. It's good to see the city thriving, but everybody seems to have forgotten they all have Arusha to thank for our prosperity. Welcome to our temple. Truth be told, we've had some rather temperamental tourists cross our doors recently. However, I can tell that none of you are here to cause trouble. No, you don't know us very well. And I'm more than happy to have you here. That will change. Central Eastern temples are meant to be places of tolerance, which is why we've always opened our doors in the spirit of understanding. Unfortunately, we've recently been seeing so many unruly tourists here. When things get too out of hand, sadly, I do ask them to leave.
God is so good.
Okay, that's the one. I figured there's going to be someone who's going to talk. Watch. To be fair, I think there are lots of local people my age that have been drawn in by all the glitz and glamour of the entertainment district. But deep down, I think a lot of them still value our traditions and culture, even if they won't say it out loud. I know that because they all still come down here to the temple on holidays and pray with the elders. That's why I think this place is so important, and I'm glad to have it. It's preserving those traditional values so they don't get lost. Welcome, everyone. This is a place of worship for Arusha, the winged goddess. Many tourists these days wander into our temple out of curiosity. Hope your visit today offers some insight into our culture. As a scholar of Septian law, I spare no effort when it comes to spreading knowledge of the testaments to the people. Okay. Let's go over here.
Wow, a real oasis.
It's so pretty. We're definitely in Tharbad with a view like this. Yeah, you won't find this anywhere else in Calvard. And that over there must be the 6-star hotel we'll be visiting. So that's the Al Jamir Hotel. Even from this far away, it looks huge. Kowloon Hotel back in Longport's no slouch, but that place of decadence might as well be made straight out of Mira. I gotta check out the observational lounge when I was here before, and it was so luxurious inside I was blown away. The city at night looks amazing from up there too. It felt different compared to Longport. You don't say. Now I want to see for myself. Me too. I'm sure it's as nice as Fairy says. Alright, that's enough slacking off. Can't have you kids forgetting about work this quickly. Hey, Fairy? Is that the dance you saw before? I think it was a different dancer before, but yeah, it is. Let's check it out. It's auto-scrolling right now, just so you know. Damn. She's way better than the other dancer I saw. It's captivating. I can hardly take my eyes off it. You girls are awesome. That was beautiful. Felt like I was in a dream watching that. I know, like those two girls were the only thing in the whole world. Hooks, lines, and sinkers won't get you that good. So that's Central Eastern dancing, eh? For a couple of random chicks, they know how to capture an audience. Man, oh man, you girls are hot stuff. What? Uh-oh. Here come the scouts.
Thank you?
That's so much. Are you...
Sure. Go on, help yourselves. We've taken a real liking to you girls. Well, we asked you to come hang out with us. We've got a nice room out in the entertainment district and everything.
Huh? Are you guys crazy?
Is she on helium?
I'm sorry. We're still working.
What? That's not enough cash for you. Fine, we'll give you girls more, as much as you like. Just come with us already.
Ow! Let me go!
I don't know what's in his right hand. Try to catch a glimpse if they turn the camera.
Shahina!
Hey, what do you guys think you're doing? This isn't funny. Get your filthy hands off. Yikes. Who are you calling filthy, huh? You locals ain't worth shit. Now go on, scram.
Let go of them! Now!
Ow. Okay, I can't see what's there. Are you two alright?
Yeah.
What is their problem?
What is with this freaky kid? Hey, you two, what do you think you're doing? Get over here and... Huh? I can't move. Well, we got some Jaeger dropouts, I see. Sucks be you two having such morons for bosses. What'd you say? So you're looking for some company, sounds like. Got yourselves a pretty fancy room reserved here and everything. Film festival's not for another 3 days, you know. What if we helped you catch some Z's until then? Hey, what's going on here? Oh, it's the bracers. Cheese it! Great, now we got bracers giving us grief. Shit. Just when we thought we could have some fun in this dump of a city, you guys had to ruin it. So yeah, I can't see... I never saw what it was. Kind of looked like a vape, to be honest, but it might have just been a weird angle. We better not catch you again, or else there'll be hell to pay, you hear us? That's supposed to be our line. You guys are amazing. You got rid of them like they were nothing. So glad to see those guys gone. What a relief. Guess I made a bit of a scene. I'm sorry. It's okay, Fairy. It all worked out in the end. What a morning. We only just got here. Hey, you ladies okay? Those guys didn't rough you up too badly, did they?
Oh, no. We're fine.
Thank you so much.
Well, looks like everything's under control here. Yeah, I think those were the guys Jin mentioned before, too. With the harassers gone, the audience members donated tips to the two dancers before dispersing. Likewise, the pair of bracers resumed their patrol. Here, these are on me.
Really? Thank you.
You really don't need to. You've already done so much for us.
No, I insist. Consider it my way of saying thanks for putting on such a good show.
We make a good act, right? Especially Sarah. Nobody's as good a dancer as her.
Yeah, she sounds weird to me, I don't know.
Shahina, stop.
I'm just glad to see you two are alright after all of that. That's what counts. I'm really sorry for just barging in like that. I could have done better. Actually, what are your names?
Oh, I guess we haven't introduced ourselves. I'm Sarah. My younger sister and I dance for a living.
And I'm Shahina. Nice to meet you. Anyway, what's your deal, old dude? What do you all do? You don't look like racers.
Did you just...
Shahina! Don't call him that, that's rude.
So most likely she called him like Oji-san or something like that, and that's how they translated it.
Huh? But he is, isn't he?
Looks like I'm not the only one who thinks you look old, Gramps. Shut up, it isn't funny. Anyway. So you guys go around solving people's problems? That's interesting. I had no idea there were jobs like that in the capital. Could they be the ones people have been talking about since yesterday? That's so cool. It sounds like a really, grown-up thing to do. It's okay. You don't have to tiptoe around me. I'm over it. Sucks to be you, Chief. Anyway, real talk. I'm glad we were there to handle those guys for you girls. Do creeps like that tend to give you two grief a lot? Actually, no. The vast majority of tourists who come watch us are quite polite. Though I can't deny that sort of trouble has been on the rise all over the city for the past few days. Well, that's a bummer. Could it be because of the film festival coming up so soon? I think so. You only have to look at the parking lots to see that there are people from all over Zemuria, not just Calvert, coming to attend. And among those visitors are guys who think they're hot shit, making it big through investments or startup companies. Perfect recipe for fun. Given that, I can understand how things would be happening around here. I'm sorry, I don't think I know what you mean. Could you... Don't worry about it, just stuff to do with the work on our end. Well, you guys had some real crazy moves when you confronted those guys back there. Fairy was so fast, I didn't even see her coming, and you two were super quick too. Hey, you should all learn how to dance while you're in town. I bet you do great. I'll teach Fairy and Sarah will teach Agnes. What do you say? Shahina? I'm sure they got more important things to do than hang out with us. I am a bit curious about how you guys danced, now that you mention it. It was so pretty. You two are really amazing to watch. What sort of dance is it exactly? We come from a family of dancers that passed our form down from generation to generation. Our mother taught us these moves. I guess I wouldn't be against teaching you a little bit about what we do if it helps keep our traditions alive. Alright, clearly it feels like we were meant to meet. If you're interested, I'd be happy to show you the basics. What do you say? Really? Sure, I'd love to learn more once we're done with our work here. Well, if Fairy's in, I can hardly say no. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with you, but I'll try my best. You know, I bet there are things from it that I could apply to my sword dancing, too. I might just join in on those lessons. You can do that? Hey, the more I think about it, the more I think you might even be able to pull off our outfits, too. Oh yeah, sure, that'd be a piece of cake. Nothing I haven't done before. Oh, I hadn't thought about wearing those outfits. Do I really want to? I can't wait to start learning. You kids do recall that we're here on assignment, right?
Hi, Van. Thanks for picking up. Looks like you're all in Tharbad.
Hey, stranger. Yep, we rolled in here first thing in the morning.
That's good. I hope the long drive didn't take too much of a toll on you. I know this might be a little early for you, but we also actually got in by airship just a little while ago.
Nice, so we'll be able to sit down and talk about the job soon. Do you want us to head over right away?
No, there's no rush. As long as we can talk by noon, any time works for us. Plus, we still need to unpack and...
Hey, Nina. Have you seen the key to my suitcase anywhere?
Is that Judith?
No. Why would I have seen that? Sorry about that. I'll see you all at the hotel then.
Sounds good. See you then. Was that Nina you were talking to? Yeah, sounds like she just got into town. Once we find time, we should make our way over to the Algemir Hotel. Still, that voice sounded like... Hold on, did you say Nina as in Nina Fenley? You guys know her? Don't mind her, she just really likes movies. Sometimes the big screen out in the entertainment district will show free movies, which we'll catch. Ever since they announced the film festival was coming to Tharbad, Sheen has been a ball of excitement. Well, duh, how can I not be? Lots of famous actors, actresses, and directors are going to be in town. Not just Nina. Are you guys going to go meet with her later? I'm so jealous. Do you want us to try and get you an autograph from her? She'd probably say yes if we asked nicely. For real? You'd do that for me? Well, we can't make any promises, only if she's comfortable with it. That's fine, please. I love you guys so much. I promise not to call you an old guy anymore if you do this for me. You don't have to keep bringing that up. I think there's no escape for you, dude. I'm really sorry about her. If you could do it, it would mean the world to her. Anyway, we should be in town for 2 or 3 days. If anything else comes up, feel free to contact us. It'll cost you extra, but we'll be more than happy to help. Okay, thank you. I'll let you know if we need anything. After that, the sisters went back to perform some more while Van and the others opted to visit the entertainment district. Okay, so that lifted the... No, that did not.
Wow. A real oasis.
You guys were awesome. You sure taught those bullies a lesson. Shahina and Sarah both worked so hard, I can tell. How would anyone be so mean to them? That's wrong. Thanks for stepping in and rescuing Sarah and her sister, guys. I've known those two for a long while. It's sad to say we've been seeing more and more visitors like those dirtbags walking our streets. Normally I work as a tour guide out in the sand sea, driving people in my car. When those girls are out dancing, I take my customers to them. With things the way they are now, though, I guess I have to start being more careful with which tourists I take around, period. And they're gone. So let's see if they'll let me hop over to the next district without checking the board.
Whoops.
And the answer is a resounding no. So the good news is, like, we know talking to Nina will progress the story, so we just need to make sure not to do that. Bazaar Burglar. The young kleptomaniac girl at the bazaar has popped up again. I can't afford to overlook her activities anymore, but I don't want to rely on the cops or the guild to make this a headache. Think you can catch her and hand her over to me? I'll explain the details in person. Manager Fazil. Wow, 4 SPG already. Guess Dingo got the word out about us. Good to know. Is there really that much demand for Spriggan services in a town like this, though? This isn't like Longport where Hayway calls the shots. Bracers can operate without anyone else putting the squeeze on them, right? Yeah, actually, the Tharbad branch is right over there. There's definitely bracers around. This is all true, but anywhere you go, there will always be people with more, sensitive needs who can't use bracer services easily. Plus, with the film festival almost here, the guild's probably short on hands and can't get to everyone who needs them. Right? I guess we picked a good time to show up and help those poor folks who'd otherwise fall through the cracks. Exactly. But remember, we're here on a mission. We can definitely help, but don't lose track of our priorities. And you can see Fazil is literally right here. It's not too bad. Okay, that one. I was about to say, if it stopped like right here, it wouldn't have been too bad, but that's a little pushing it.
Well, where'd you next?
Festivals are a great opportunity to rake in some dough, of course, but they're also just fun to be around, you know? You get to take in all that energy right there with your customers. It's a good time. Nothing else like it, I tell you. Hell, sometimes I take part in them just for that alone. I know it's about business with me. Okay, then give me some stuff at a discount. Oh, man.
See you again.
Not this way.
I also need to take a break real soon to get something to drink. In case you're wondering, it was like 90 degrees yesterday, Fahrenheit, of course. And it's supposed to be almost as hot today, so... yeah. This looks like the entertainment district. It's still pretty new. I think it only opened a decade or so ago. It certainly is bustling. For real, last I was here, there weren't this many people. Ain't just Kelvardian tourists either. Lots of folks come in from the Central East by the look of it. This festival's shaping up to be even bigger than Messeldom's, especially with that parade they're putting on. Yeah, I'm excited. Look, I got nothing against a good festival or parade, but if you ask me, the real excitement's in that casino. We're not going gambling, punk. Not like we got much time to kill anyway. Let's make our way to the hotel. After that, we can walk around and do some shopping. Nobody knows how to have fun around here. So out of curiosity, will that let me go over here yet?
Not this way.
I hate you, Van. Give it a rest, Hardy. I'm done being cooped up. I want to see what else is out there. I need to. I can't stay stuck in Tharbad forever. You want this car Dad gave me to rust? Damn, whoever this guy's dad is must have cash to burn. It's a fancy high-end urban sports car, and that's only the start of it. Suspension underneath that beast is land carrier class, and the intake's been modded to handle freaking sandstorms. Those aren't exactly off-the-shelf upgrades. I can only imagine how much Mirror's been stuffed into this thing to trick it out like this. Young master, I'm afraid that is out of the question. Your father has ordered me not to let you out of the city until you have completed your studies. Forgive me, sir. So what? There's nothing to stop the two of us from going out on a little joyride across the sand dunes, right? Those are technically still within city limits, so it's not likely we'll be breaking any rules if we take a little trip out there. Please, young master, you must be reasonable. The sand sea is simply much too dangerous to go gambling about in, I'm afraid. If my dad's so keen on keeping me in town, then why did he give me such a sweet car, huh? With a ride this nice, it's just begging to be customized to Gehenna and back and then taken out to satisfy the need for speed. Young master, Isan, I don't know how that name's pronounced. Comes from the largest trading house in all of Tharbad. Alas, he tragically lost his mother at a young age, since he's grown up lacking regard for others, let us say. As a result, his father's prohibited him from leaving the city until he learns to embrace proper decorum. Unfortunately, the young master does not grasp that such limits are in place for his own good to ensure he lives comfortably. So yeah, I'm gonna take that break now. Okay, back.
Whoops.
Seriously, man? It's just one freaking alley. Tharbad's police force never had to deal with an event of this scale before. Everyone's on edge as a result. I wish my fellow officers could ease up a little, but I do understand. We have help from other precincts, but at the end of the day, it's on us local police to do our best to keep the city safe. So here's what I was looking for. Greetings. If you have any general questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. The owner here does sales too, so it falls on me as secretary to handle customer reception and offer guidance. In addition to featuring Central Eastern merchandise handpicked by the owner, we offer specialized services by dedicated experts. If you're looking for imported goods, specifically our owner will handle that directly. Shayla, we're not here to go on a shopping spree. We came to enjoy the film festival and try to rub elbows with celebrities, remember? Don't get me wrong, it's okay to let ourselves get a little distracted, but let's try to make our way toward Vegas Films later tonight, okay? Although I gotta admit, I am a little intrigued by that orbital hookah. This stuff's amazing. Check it out, Laurel. We don't have anything like this back home, not even in the fancy department stores. These rare Central Eastern items are pretty pricey, but something tells me if I don't buy something now, I'll regret it. Look, they sell portable hookahs, too. So yeah, maybe that's what the guy had, and I thought it was a vape. Welcome to my pride and joy. This outlet is the perfect place to see the prosperity of Tharbad firsthand. They call this place the City of Chances, and that's never been more true than it is right now with this boom we're seeing. Wasn't it the City of Pleasure or something like that? Really, that sense of opportunity was there when I was still just a humble trader, and that's why I set up shop here in the first place. You can't call yourself a merchant if you're afraid of a challenge, and just look at me now, I'm doing great.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your...
There we are.
I'll treasure it.
Aw, you shouldn't have.
Okay, next time I won't.
Yay!
Next visit.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
Greetings. If you're looking for traditional equipment, Tharbad style, you've come to the right place. For decades, connoisseurs have been captivated by the decorations and sleek designs that Central Eastern Gear has to offer. In particular, we've had a lot of discerning customers from the West pay us visits in recent times. It's all the more reason to put my experience working in an Alzheimer's museum to use, and choose only the finest items to put on display. Why would a museum...
What can I do for you?
I don't know. Man, it's not easy being poor. The speed makes that one really tempting. Losing on the evade sucks. I don't know when we're gonna get our new party member, so yeah, I'll buy this for Fairy. Yep, don't need any new boots. Holy crap, that is a big jump. We have to cash out some achievements. I'm just claiming these to get them out of the way. I'm tired of looking at them. Rizalka. Oh boy. Still working on these two. And that one. Huh. I almost have Thanatos jail. That's a little crazy.
What can I do for you? See you again.
Okay, let's cash out a little bit more. There, I saw one with this 100.
What can I do for you?
Aw, man, I thought I didn't read it correctly. Crap. Guess I could have just did that one.
What can I do for you?
Then again, I guess I probably did need to grab that one because there's probably going to be more food items I need.
See you again.
Oh.
Alrighty.
What can
I thought I had to go over to the Orbital Shop for this, but that'll work.
See you again.
Okay, now we're decked out. Looking to tune up your ornaments? Well, you come to the right place. I know just how hard it can be to keep your gear in tip-top shape with all the sand, so why not leave it to a professional? I saw mountains of tired old orbital machinery back when I ran a workshop in the Cultural District years and years ago. Now that I get to deal in the latest and greatest tech, I feel like all that toiling away has finally paid off. It's great.
Hey, welcome.
No new driver. I really want this one, but I don't think I can really afford that. I think I only need the one. Okay. Could definitely go with that and this.
Thanks, pal. Hey, welcome.
Umber Cracker. Cataract Wave, we know that's a really narrow cone. That one could have been really good for Anya's. Oh well. Do I have anything better yet? Pistol Flame if I can go the fire route. It's just these are so pricey. So the real kicker is, he can't even afford to cast Celestial. I don't even know if I'd have it after unlocking all of his slots. I may need to have like an EP cut to make it affordable. Crap, and I didn't do it while I was there. Oh.
Modifying your orbment, are you? Shard skills updated.
So yeah, I need to remember next time to actually fine-tune this, so to speak.
Switching to maintenance mode.
She has an impede, I'm fine leaving that one there. Alright.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Thanks, pal. Hey, welcome.
Like, I'm wondering how much of this I should do off camera. In case you're wondering, yes, I did get that slot specifically for Rusalka.
Modifying your orbment, are you? Shard skills updated.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Putting mine 2 here.
New shard skill added.
Cast 2. We'll come back.
Maintenance mode engaged.
That was a very, very large investment in Fairy.
That one's a single element slot. That one's a single element slot.
Maintenance mode activated.
Maintenance mode engaged.
You know I'm gonna come back to her.
Activated.
He is not running an impede.
Skill loadout updated. Skill loadout updated. That's a single element slot, boss.
Maintenance mode engaged.
Maintenance mode activated.
What I'm looking at right now is his evade.
Maintenance mode activated. Maintenance mode activated. Maintenance mode activated.
Maintenance mode engaged. That one's a single element slot. Looks like a new shard skill.
Right here I'm just looking to see like what else I can put in. cast to meet this ring. None of those are worthwhile.
Thanks, pal.
Okay, kept you guys waiting long enough. Doubt they'll let me over, but we'll see.
Not this way.
There's the plaza. It's right in front of the station.
You sure dumped a shit ton of Mira into this joint.
This place houses a fancy hotel and Vegas Films. It's easy to forget we're right in the middle of a desert.
Alrighty.
Don't be...
Hey folks, need something cold to cope with the heat? I've got traditional local drinks to quench that thirst, or if you're looking for something modern, I've got plenty of trendy drinks too. Honestly, between you and me, I'm more into the latter. I say that despite being born and raised here. That's the way it goes these days. There are plenty of Central Easterner girls like that.
What'll it be for today?
Can't afford both.
Thanks a bunch.
This is killing me.
What'll it be for today?
Like, I have to either find more achievements or go without.
Thanks a bunch.
Just one more shop over there, and then there's still that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all this in the city now. Whoa, check it out, Servy. It's the Algemira Hotel. I know we don't have any business there, but wow, it sure would make for some amazing shots if we got to film it. It's nice and all, Nino, but are you telling me you didn't notice the famous director who literally just walked right past us? You know, that guy with the glasses? That had to have been Leslie Lamb, the director. I just know it. Holy crap, good eye. I didn't realize that at all. Did you happen to see where he was headed? It looked like he was walking over to Vegas Films. Wait, that's where we're supposed to be going. Yikes, you're totally right. Got so caught up sightseeing I forgot why we were even here. I'm glad you said something, or else I wouldn't have even remembered to drop off our film there.
Right.
There's so many celebrities out and about here. It's easy to get distracted when you see one. Guess the film festival is almost here. And so focused on dropping off our movie with Vegas Films, I guess we forgot. We forgot when we saw Mr. Lamb. I feel like we're all kinds of turned around. Sheesh. I'm so tired. I'm already occupied enough just helping out with preparations. So of course Mr. Gotti had to come in and bark one of his elaborate orders at the last minute, which, you know, that's great, just swell. Or still I've got President Dillon breathing down my neck trying to rush everything. And now they want me to take care of pitches on top of that. That's not even kind of part of my job officially. This is a surprise, both Gotti and President Dillon being nowhere to be found. That's unfortunate. As something of a friendly rival of his, I was hoping to say hello to Gotti and wish him luck. Oh well, I'm sure we'll cross paths at the festival one way or another, even if I have no intention of losing this year. Is that who I think it is? Yep, Director Leslie Lamb from Kowloon Pictures. Hell of a guest this festival's got if he's here. The event's got the Lion d'Or present for directors. That's why. Just about every director worth their salt will be attending for that Golden Lion, apparently. I don't know if that's a reference to something. I'm not into awards. Though, given the film festival's all about entertainment, people are betting either Gotti or Lamb they'll end up taking it home.
Okay.
Hello, is there anything I can help you with? I won't lie, I've got my hands full with people coming and going for the film festival, but it's all still really fun too. As a movie buff, I get a real kick out of seeing all the actors and producers from other companies who come to visit.
That's true.
Oh great, it's the Spriggan and his lackeys. What are you people doing out here of all places? What's going on, baby? Do you know these people? Relax, we're just here on business. Sometimes the job takes us out of Edith. We aren't glued to the capital, you know. I'm more curious what you're doing all the way out here, detective. Bit out of your jurisdiction, ain't it? Guess our big city detective here's got some time to kill if he's able to take his lady friend down to the film festival. Shut it, I'm off duty right now, so what's it matter to you? Besides, she wants to see the film festival too, you know? Just don't go cause me any headaches, alright? Last thing I need is you getting all in the way of my vacation. Wouldn't it be easy to just pretend we're not here and go on with your date? You need to learn to chill out sometimes, pal.
Alrighty.
It's so hot. How is it October and it's still feeling like this? Next time I engage talks to do business with a Central Eastern firm, I'm going to ask for winter meetings. Anyway, is there going to be some sort of festival here? People seem to be awfully excited about whatever's brewing in town. So it's Sheena with a different hair color. I've always looked forward to the film festival in Messeldom. Thought once it got cancelled, that'd be it for film this year. Never expected anyone to put on another event in a place like this. It's such a different feeling city. I'm not sure it has what it takes to pull off a proper film festival. Come on, Mom, give it a chance. Movies are getting popular in the Central East. I'm sure they understand what makes them so special. Besides, Mr. Gotti himself has been putting it all together. It's got to count for something. Maybe. I hope you're right. I'm still keeping my expectations in check. Just hope he keeps his tastes in check. Oh, I recognize that hotel from a movie. Perhaps if I get some location hunting in too, this could be a fun trip after all. Elen, sweetheart, do you have any suggestions for places we should visit? Like, I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce her name. I don't see any accent marks. Okay, please be vending machine, please be vending machine, please be vending machine. Aw, man. Hey there, you all enjoying Tharbad so far? You know, if there's one thing both a good festival and a good movie need, it's music. Music and singing. They're just empty without them. I'm just a two-bit musician myself, but you can bet I'll be adding to the chorus in my own way over here.
Look around all you like.
I can get this one. Then we're just going to have to try to remember to come back for the Frank after I get some money from these missions. Oh well, time to buy the bullet. Actually, let's do the police station first.
So, this is a famous outfit there.
Oh, that's the board. Never mind. Man, can't I take a little break in peace around here? The heat out here gets tiring when you aren't used to it. All I do is smoke a bit of hookah on the job and I get written up for it. Bit harsh for such a minor offense, don't you think? Heard there are these new pocket-sized orbital hookahs you can buy, though. Pretty interested. I hear they have a pretty refreshing flavor. Maybe I won't get caught with something like that. He's an addict. Gotta do something about the monkey on his back. Hush money. I deal in a legally gray business, but now I'm being blackmailed into paying hush money if I want to continue working. If you're up for giving advice, come to the stall near the casino in the entertainment district, to Marcello. Alright, now that we're up to speed in our 4 SPGs, let's hit up the entertainment district again and see what's new. Hell yeah, gotta scope out the hotspots so we can have some fun tonight. I see what you're doing, man. I'm not doing jack except working now. Stay focused. Get a load of that guy, he's so hot. You're not kidding. I think we should maybe talk to him. Come on, let's chat him up. Hey, wait, I'm not ready to. Hey you, you're real easy in the eyes, you know. Some kind of rising movie star by any chance? What kind of movies do you act in, huh? Can I get your autograph? You're not too far off. I act, but not on the silver screen. You've got good taste in men, though, I'll give you that. He just complimented me. I think I'm about to die. You busy right now by any chance, hot stuff? We should go and get some drinks. I know a good place around here. You'll love it. Actually, sorry to burst your bubble, but he's with us. We're all on the clock right now, as a matter of fact. You're not half bad yourself, tough guy, even if you're not really my type. What do you think, hon? Aren't you into old daddies like him? Yeah, he's pretty alright. Wait, stop distracting me. So what if he's prime daddy material? Didn't you just hear what he said? I am not a daddy. I'm only 24, damn it. Forget it. If you two are looking to hook up, go hit up some other guys. We got work to do. You heard, Papa Bear. Tell you what, though, if we bump into each other later, I'm game to chill with you ladies. Sound good? But I want to go out now. I'm so sorry about her ambushing you guys like that. You need to chill out, girl. This is exactly why I told you not to drink in the middle of the day. Because you get like this. Give it a rest. I haven't had that much, really. Sure you haven't, and your breath smells like a bed of roses. Come on, let's leave them alone already. Hey, I think one of you dropped something. Can't believe I did that. Thanks, sweetheart. I owe you one. What is that thing anyway? I've been seeing it around town since we got here. Looks like it's for smoking something. Yep, this is what they call an orbital hookah. A hookah? It's one of those things they sell in the bazaar, right? Yep, guess these orbital models are in around here nowadays. They're great, all the fun of a hookah pipe, and it's extra portable. Girls want to try a puff or two? I'll let you. We'll pass. We're underage. Are you crazy? Your dumbass just tried to get these kids to smoke. Think for a sec. I really am sorry about her, I swear. Come on, let's get it and go already. You've caused enough trouble. That woman definitely seems to know how to have a good time, I guess. Booze will do that to you. Man, I wish I could get shit-faced during the day. Lucky girl. It's festival season. We're bound to run into tourists living it up. That being said, there's something else that smells about this, and it's not that woman's breath.
Whoops.
So, this is a famous outfit.
The Algemir Hotel. Just looking at it is breathtaking. Tell me about it. Last time I was here, I only got to check out the observation deck. This place screams celebrities and millionaires. Wouldn't mind staying here once just to see what it's like. Not on our budget. Night here can easily cost more than the office rent if we ain't careful. I bet. Is it seriously that much? It's definitely a place for those who have more money than they know what to do with. Welcome to the Algemir Hotel. I take it you're Van Arkwright and his companions. We've been expecting you. Our guest is waiting for you. Please follow me. Okay, lead the way. That was an unusual greeting. Thanks. Glad you already filled in. Just ignore it and move on. Van and the others were taken to a guest room located in the hotel's upper echelons.
Hey everyone! Thanks for taking the time to come all the way out here. You must be exhausted after such a long drive.
It's good to go on a road trip every once in a while. Your trip must have been pretty tiring here too. Did you take an airship from Edith to get here?
Mm-hmm. I only got here just a bit ago. And I don't believe we've met yet, have we?
No, we haven't. It's nice to meet you. I'm Agnes Claudel. I work as Van's part-time assistant. It's a real honor to meet you, Nina. I loved Along the Sea Breeze.
Really? I'm flattered. That was my very first film, you know.
Oh, I remember that one. Kinda plain, but the camera work was stellar. Real emotive stuff. In a way, the fact that you never overpowered any scene you were in made you stand out even more. I liked it.
Oh my. I never would have guessed you'd seen it too, Van.
Neither would I. Do you watch a lot of romantic movies, Van? Sure, I'll watch just about any kind of movie. They're romance movies? Wonder if you need to be older to watch them. You're just full of surprises, huh? First I hear you got a sweet tooth, and now this. Guess you're not as tough as you look. Shut up. A guy can be tough and like whatever he wants.
Hey, Nina. I'm coming in. Heard some chatter in there. I'm guessing they're all here?
I still don't understand what in the world you...
Hi, Judith. Perfect timing.
Well, this is a surprise. Hold, is that the Judith Lanster in the flesh?
You all are...
We're with Arkwright Solutions, ma'am. I'm Van Arkwright, head honcho. You must be the other client Nina mentioned. Pleasure doing business with you. That was a really amazing lunch, thank you. First class joint like this, you definitely get what you pay for. I'm pretty new to all this, but it sure was tasty, whatever it was. So rich and a great sweet aftertaste. Camel's milk in this is better than I could have imagined. And the flavor from that fresh cacao. It's a damn tragedy you can only get the stuff locally. We really are in a desert oasis. Hell, better than that, an actual Shangri-La. Give it a rest already, will you? Don't mind him, you'll get used to it soon enough. I'm glad you like the cake so much. Judith and I are both big fans of it too. Actually, speaking of which, what's wrong, Judith? You've been so quiet. You haven't eaten very much at all either. You're not coming down with something, are you? What? No, I'm fine. Couldn't be better, in fact. Never mind me. Now that lunch is over, let's get to the topic at hand. Nina has more or less filled me in on what's going on. I know of your work, or what you do as a Spriggan, to be more precise. Word's gotten around about you. But should we really be paying out of our pockets to ask you people to handle such an assignment? Judith, are we really going to have this conversation again? Look, I'm not saying I doubt your intuition, but we have to consider our positions as celebrities. That dingo Brad, was it? He seems trustworthy enough as a reporter, I'll grant that. But if things go south, the scandal could be awful. Sure, but that's a big-time star for you. Keeping up appearances is priority number one. I mean, I get it. It can't exactly be the easiest thing, calling in a favor to people who live and work in society's underbelly. But if I had to guess, there's probably a reason you'd rather not get the Bracer Guild involved either, yeah? Guess that hit the nail on the head. Sure looks like it. To To be clear, there's nothing shady or scandalous going on with us specifically. It's just, the entertainment world is a small one. We can't rule out the chance that this is harassment from someone in the industry. But if we turn to the police or the guild, it's bound to go public, so... I understand. If it isn't a serious crime, you'd rather settle things privately, is that it? Yeah, that's exactly. Thank Adio, someone here understands. I think we all got the idea. What isn't adding up is why we are such a big problem health-wise. The way you keep going on, if anybody's suspicious here, it's you. Now we're getting somewhere. Aaron knows how to cut through things in his own way. Well, nobody said anything about you bringing any girls along. You wouldn't know, but last time I saw you, you were putting them in serious danger by... Wait, I'm confused. Do you know these people? No, we don't. Could she be talking about the film screening? Not really, I just happened to see them at a showing, that's all. Alright, fine. It certainly seems like you guys know how to handle yourselves in a rough situation. But how good are you at tracking down culprits and uncovering things quietly, I mean, if we had to say... You know, before we got here, we took a bit of a stroll around town. There was something that struck me as odd. Odd? Like what? Let me ask you guys something. Now that we've walked around a little, did you notice something that's changed, or anything that stuck out? If I didn't know better, I'd say you're off your rocker, but in this case... Yeah, now that you mention it, Tharbad feels a lot more rambunctious than I was here last time. If I had to put it into words what felt off, it would be... probably the amount of commotion, I think, but... Okay, I had to stop for a little while, but I think I said commotion. You're talking about all the commotion around here, aren't you? There's a big film festival starting soon, it's true, but people seem to be getting a little carried away, even beyond that. Really? What do you mean exactly? Think about it like this. They're still getting everything ready, right? It's not even time for the main event. But what was the first thing we saw when we got here this morning? That this place is as busy as Longport at happy hour. Not to mention the guys who tried to start something with those sisters. Definitely feels like there's something in the air, like people are more prone to getting into fights. I think so too, even if I don't understand why. It's possible it's related to this assignment somehow, though. That's interesting. That's just the tip of the iceberg, though. Something about this town stinks real bad. And not to toot our own horn, but we're just as good at sniffing around as bracers, if not better. Well, you heard him, Judith. He sounds confident. What do you say? Fine, alright. Can't really keep griping when these people have clearly done their homework. Still not getting my hopes up too high, mind you, but I'll join Nina in making this a formal request from the two of us. Show me you people are more than just talk and deliver us results. And I want the girls to stay safe out there, you hear me? I'm not just talking about avoiding fights. The entertainment district here isn't exactly safe or a good influence in general. You two guys, I don't care about. Go nuts if you want. Wow, I can really feel the love. Wait, hold on. What's so bad about this entertainment district? Let's not worry about that, Fairy. Anyway, we'll be careful, Judith, I promise.
Oh, I see you're all having a party in here. Hey there, Judith! And glad to see you're doing great, Nina, baby!
Huh? Wait, isn't that... Mr. Gotti? What are you doing? You can't just barge in on people.
I heard you girls were in town! I could not come over and say hello now, could I? We're all friends here. There's no need to be all formal.
Oh-ho, and who might you two ladies be? You both look a little young, but with a bit of polish, I'm sure you would shine bright. Tell you what, why don't you take part in my carnival cavalcade? I can't believe he's calling it that, but get a taste for the limelight. Pardon me? What's a cavalcade? Well, this guy's a piece of work. And you look like someone who'd take to the silver screen. We've already got plenty of guys in the parade as it is, but you can never have enough feminine charm. What can I do to convince you to get out there and cross-dress as a lady, huh? Now you've done it. I'll have you know I can play a woman just fine. That said, I think I know who you are now. There's no doubt. We're looking at Director Salvatore Gotti himself. Whoa, you mean the guy who made Golden Blood? And he's involved with the film festival at every level, as I understand. Darn tootin', can't say I'm shocked you kids recognize me. You are here for my film festival, after all. I had the pleasure of seeing Golden Blood for what it's worth. The cinematography and things at a fever pitch still didn't get in the way of how clever it all was. It's an amazing sequence. Not to mention the way the protagonist makes the audience feel right at the climax. Themes of freedom from repression and a celebration of life at the same time. Both coming through without clashing. It was great. Well, I'll be damned. Son, I don't know who you are, but I see a bright future for you too. You're right on the money. I want my main character Zoe to free humanity. Free the humanity? Oh, and the crow... and the arrows trapped inside audiences? Okay. Enough already, you two. Sheesh. Mr. Gotti, I think that's enough for now. If you're so discerning, then you'll have no trouble appreciating my carnal cavalcade. I can't go into details, but what I can say is that it'll bring together lots of models, dancers, and actresses, including our Judith and Nina. It's going to make for one killer opening act for the film festival, I tell you. Even if it'll also be garnished with some guys, too. So that's what he's putting on. Sounds pretty fun if you ask me. Yeah, it's going to be all kinds of fun if you catch my drift. So basically you're going to build off your work in Golden Blood and break new ground again, right? You've got it. You really get what I'm going for here. Tell me, boy, what do they call you? Van Arkride. Nobody special, just a gopher from the capital. Here, let me give you my business card. Well, it's good to see they're so excited. Those two are ridiculous. Can't President Dillon keep a tighter leash on Salvatore?
Believe me, life would be so much easier if I could. Anyway, who are these people? I think one of them said he was a gopher? Better than a news reporter, I suppose.
Oh, don't mind them. They're here on personal business for us. Yes, they're just helping out with a bit of a private matter. Alright, I'll leave you to it. More importantly, Judith, Nina, I know how you two just got here, but could you come upstairs? There's someone I'd like to introduce you to. Who is it? Wait, you don't mean... Come on, I need you two in the lounge on the top floor. It'll be rude to keep them waiting. We'll be taking our leave now. You too, Gotti. Hey, hold on, Gaspard. I'm not done talking to these kids. We still need to negotiate their appearance in the... Don't make me repeat myself. Time is money here. We must really be going. Right now. Hey, wait! You kids, I promise I'll be in touch. My people, your people, do lunch. Oh, that guy was like a tornado. Some luck we have running into both Gotti and President Dillon of Vegas Films himself. Mr. Dillon sure seemed to have, trouble keeping Mr. Gotti under control. Gotti's proof that you can't work in show business unless you have, well, a few screws loose. Though to be fair, that is part of the reason his films are so powerful. But just to be clear, not everyone working in this industry is as out there as him, I swear. Yeah, maybe about 30% have their heads on straight, maybe. Anyway, it looks like business calls. We better be on our way, too. You're free to decide the best course of action while you're in town. Just make sure to report to us directly both tonight and tomorrow night, alright? Other than that, we won't tell you what to do. Make sure to have some fun at the film festival itself, too, if you can. Oh, you bet. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Wish us luck, ladies. We'll see what we can dig up. We won't come back empty-handed. Sounds good to me. See you tonight. I just remembered. Hey, Agnes. Right. Say, you two, before you go, can we ask for a little favor? 2 SP. You think Shahina will like these? Absolutely. We'll have to figure out a good time to give them to her. It's 1 PM now. At this point, there's going to be even more people milling about. Let's do another tour around the city, especially the entertainment district. We might spot something we didn't see before. Alright, if that's the price I pay to keep a couple actresses company. You must be pretty raring to go after having that fancy cake, huh? That's part of it. But I also feel like I can start putting you guys to work in earnest. Somewhat, at least. This next phase ought to make for good real-world training. I've taught you three how a Spriggan operates, how they think. Now it's your turn to go out there and work like one. Right. Roger. No, his name is Van. Sounds good to me. Just don't get too full of yourself with that kind of talk, man. So, did stuff seriously reset, or...? It's always shocking to see how much the city is growing. It's gotten so prosperous, I swear it looks different every time I visit. As the one who runs Vern's infrastructure division, I stay informed about the size of the investments that get made here. But you can't appreciate just how much the Central Eastern investors want Tharbad to grow, and the money they're spending unless you see it. Welcome to the Algemir Hotel. As one of the floor managers, we're honored by your visit. I'm in charge of hotel services for both the first and second floors, as well as reception. As such, should you need absolutely anything whatsoever, please don't hesitate to come find me and ask. I'll be more than glad to help. If you require any assistance, please don't hesitate to call on me. We currently have not only very famous actors staying with us, but also a number of VIPs hailing from Elsheim. Between the unprecedented number of guests visiting Tharbad and the increasing trouble, it's fair to say we are a bit under pressure. Nevertheless, we want our VIPs to feel completely safe within our walls, and will respond to issues with the urgency they demand. Welcome to the Algemir Hotel. Miss Lanster has already informed me of your arrival. She's currently staying in the upper levels of the hotel. Should you need anything, however, I'll be more than happy to assist you.
Okay.
There they go, bickering again. I thought we were all over here to oversee the festival, and yet... Guess they haven't seen each other since the Princess Banquet 2 years ago. Maybe your father's just catching up. They were competitive back then, to be sure, but this definitely feels more venomous. Forgive me for asking, but is it fair to say your father has changed since letting Valis into your realm? You could say that. On one hand, I can understand him not wanting to be held back by old customs for the sake of tradition. But the fact is, once he sets a stubborn mind on anything, nothing can dissuade him. We'll see what happens, I suppose. Be that as it may, that's no reason we personally can't get along. After all, we come from the same land. There's much we have in common. Our generation can absolutely put the quarrels of our fathers to bed if we put our minds to it. Don't you agree? Yeah, I don't see why not. To be honest, it makes me happy to hear you say that. Really happy, as a matter of fact. The Bashars and Dahars have been rival clans practically since the beginning of time. Not that we typically resort to arms to settle our differences. In fact, we've crossed paths before at royal functions. With my father getting roped into Valis' financial schemes, the situation has gotten a little complicated. Must the two sides always bear fangs at one another at every possible opportunity? Honestly, this is simply supposed to be a trip where we oversaw an event in which my father invested following the prince's example. I was truly looking forward to this festival, but who knows if I'll even be able to enjoy it now. You learn a lot when you work in a hotel where the guests are very discerning about their alcohol. I practice my craft all over the place, but I can say with confidence that this place is where I truly belong. After all, where else in Zemuria can I try my hand at mixing Central Eastern fruits and flavors in cocktails from all over? That's supposed to be some sort of conference room, I guess? Never imagined a second-rate actress like me would ever get to stay in such a fancy hotel. I've been to other film festivals before, but never got to hang out with anything like this. I mean, Judith Lanster is here. Sounds like there are plenty of other A-listers here, too. Maybe if I'm lucky I can get some pointers from them, that would be great. I wonder if anyone like Lafarl Asnavour, I probably pronounced that in the past, but I don't remember how I did it, but Lafarl Asnavour is staying at this place. Okay, this way.
So, this is a famous outfit.
Really attached to the Muslim Film Festival, can't be worried about its future after everything that's happened. My daughter seems optimistic. Perhaps try to think this is more of a sightseeing trip, trying to enjoy myself. Sorry about these hookahs. I think I might just take the opportunity to partake. I'm trying to remember if the... I don't think... No, he was here. Can't a guy take a little break in peace around here? He gets tired when you aren't used to it. Yep, he's about the hookah. I don't remember if they were there. How bad is my money situation? Ooh. Tharbad's police force never had to deal with an event of this scale. Everyone's on it. Yeah, I think we spoke to her. It was over here we weren't allowed to go. Hey there, boys. Out doing a little sightseeing? If you're looking for something to check out, I can hook you up with all kinds of places. Everybody knows me around here. Tharbad's full of fun spots only the locals really know. We've got casinos, bars. There's just us lads talking. I can even tell you about some of the city's hottest attractions if you catch my drift. Oh, what do you mean by hot? Because if it involves some hot ass, I'm down to party. Aaron, you seem to be forgetting we have Fairy with us. To be fair, spots like that can be worth visiting in our line of work. You'd be surprised how much dirt you can dig up in places like that. But she's right, you can forget it while we've got the kid with us. Just keep it in the back of your mind for later.
Not this way.
I was about to say, will they actually let us in there with Fairy and everything? But you got your answer.
Hell yes! This is what I've been waiting for!
Don't get too excited. You're still on the clock.
They sure are raking it in over in Valis. Makes Alcyon look like a bunch of cheapskates by comparison. Never thought developing nation would pony up nearly twice as much for ore as the Principality, but here we are. Future's never been brighter for my region. Oh, no, mine's not so bad when you got help like that.
Alrighty.
Welcome to the Mooling Casino. We hope you enjoy your visit. While you're here, why not indulge in some games of chance? With any luck, you might be blessed with fortune. Be sure to exchange your earnings. I'll gladly take care of that for you. It's honestly my favorite part of running a casino. Welcome. Care to play a round of cards with me? There's more to them than you might think. Once you get good enough, it's fun to see glimmers of your opponent's true identity seep in.
Well,
Casinos are pretty fun places to visit, and I don't just mean for gambling either. That part has its thrills, sure, but I get my real kick out of simply people watching. At any given moment in time, you've got a sea of souls mingling. Many will go nowhere, and some will go far. Like that dealer over there, the one in the glasses. He can intuit which type of customer he's playing. It's amazing stuff. And we're gonna go around, just in case that's a distance trigger rather than talking to someone. Welcome to the Mulan Casino. Feel free to pull up a chair and enjoy our wide array of games, or if you prefer, we also offer a best-in-class bar as well. We spared no expense whatsoever to ensure that you, our customer, have nothing less than the most pleasurable experience possible. Most bets tend to skew high due to our richer Central Eastern patrons, but please, don't let that stop you from enjoying yourself.
Well, look who it is. I had a feeling I'd run into you all sooner rather than later.
I see you guys have had no problem getting settled in and working here.
Forget us. Last I checked, you weren't supposed to be here till tomorrow. Never thought I'd see you hanging out with Bermati either.
My schedule got bumped up, so I ended up running into this guy on the train.
And here I was going to try and surprise you all later. I even made Dingo keep it a secret, too. In my case, there's a bartending tournament taking place at the same time as the film festival, which I've been invited to.
Liar.
To even have Van here with me? Oh, it must be fate. What else could it be?
Yeah, no. I've had run-ins with cops more fateful than this. Well, at least it explains you two being an odd couple. I assume this has nothing to do with you lining up for SVGs and you're out here to cover the film festival. Not the sort of beat-eyed peg you work in. A little normal compared to usual fare, ain't it? It is what it is. There's something that caught my attention that I'm trying to look into. What do you mean? Does that have to do with the film festival? Is it related to Nina's request somehow? No, it's something different. Though granted, I can't entirely rule out them being related at the moment. Boy, that sure answers a lot. Is this that scoop that you're always pursuing on the down low? Never heard what the deal is there. Well, how should I put it?
Forgive my interruption, Mr. Brad, Mr. Bermati.
Now this is a surprise. What is it?
I'm terribly sorry to bother you, sir. You have a call waiting for you. A woman going by the last name M.A. contacted the front desk.
Say what? M.A., isn't that the reporter? Marielle? You mean that gullible reporter we saw back in Longport? As I recall, she works for the Tyrell Times and has the hots for old Dingo here. Big time hots. Do you have a scorching date planned all the way out here? Sounds like things are really blossoming between the two of you. Like hell they are. Specifically told her to keep away from me for this trip. Sorry, I'd better take care of this. I'll see you all later. Poor guy, always being put through the ringer by that girl. He just can't seem to keep her hanging for long. Anyway, that bartending tournament I was talking about is being hosted at the Algemir Hotel. I'm going to hang out here a bit longer and then make my way over there. If I hear anything interesting, I'll be sure to get in touch. In the meantime, good luck, everyone. Sounds good. Can't wait to hear what you dig up. Thanks, Bramati. Good luck with your tournament. You should trust us. You should treat us to some cocktails. You know, taste testing before the grueling competition. Aaron, no, we're here to work. I think we have to go outside to see, because I think that is effectively everything. It's been a month since my wife left me. Since then, I've wondered which would mend for my broken heart, beauty or excitement. I've been traveling, trying to figure that out, and 2 days ago I found my answer, nay, my fate in the cultural district. My heart needs both beauty and excitement, and I found it in that dancer. She's exactly what I've been looking for this whole time.
On my way.
So yeah, I'm going to put the break here. We'll trigger that and move forward with the story in the next part. Well, 2 parts from now, because we're going to be doing the jobs. So I'll see you over there. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.